cloud is a maturing technology that's essentially in its infancy.
The thing that's stopping the growth of cloud at the moment is people's fears around security, being locked in,
Data privacy, global regulation.
ability to know where your systems are and what's stored there.
The ODCA is a group of companies who've come together to create a unified voice to map out what their expectations are to be able to have massive cloud adoption.
来自于不同的国家，但是我们发现我们是有非常多的共同语言，我们还有很多的事情需要去做。
We would like to drive the standardization of cloud computing.
The ODCA is all about giving the end user, the enterprise, a voice in the marketplace about cloud.
The ability to actually look at what are the patterns and needs of everyone across the whole alliance.
So we've started with what we think are the 8 highest profile issues that we face as an industry.
The highest priority usage models that needed to be addressed in order for massive cloud adoption. The service provider assurance, you're able to match your workload to what your needs are.
So it's a set of policies, processes and procedures, tools you must have in place that enables getting the security deployed.
The security compliance usage model is all about being able to measure things that we would have normally had in a paper-based checklist.
If you put your services into the cloud, you'll have tools available to you that you can monitor the status of the firewalls, the data security, the network security to ensure you're safe when you're in that environment.
VM interoperability. We've developed those cases which will allow the vendors to truly open their hypervisors to allow us cross-domain compatibility.
下一步，我们将分行业给出一些典型的这种解决方案的建议，然后帮助大家能够更好。
The IO control model is all about providing us with a set of specifications for the IO subsystems within a service provider. What we're asking the providers for here is to surface a little bit more detail about how they're doing IO and give us options over the sort of quality of service that lies behind the scenes.
Big issue for all of us is regulation, where you're putting data somewhere that's not under your control.
The regulation usage model is about helping us deal with the regulation frameworks that various governments and jurisdictions impose upon us as consumers to ensure that when we're consuming those services from a cloud, that we're able to live up to their expectations.
When people talk about the cloud market and buy stuff in the cloud market, they have to have a uniform language. The catalog. What is the thing that I'm going to buy? What are its characteristics? You know, how does it behave technically, operationally, commercially, etc.?
Standard unit of measure is all about giving us a metric by which we can compare different service providers.
A unit in that marketplace that everybody understands and can describe and can price and can trade.
I can't compare different service providers if I'm not measuring them in the same units.
We've got to be able to track the carbon emissions.
Carbon footprint, it'll measure things like what type of power, how much reusable power is there.
If you can't measure it, you can't manage it.
We're talking about how we're going to work with a plethora of different standards bodies because they're crucial to the success of ODCA. We can't do this stuff on our own.
Vendors are being brought in, hardware, software vendors.
There's going to absolutely be a feedback process by which we learn more.
The reason that the service providers will be so motivated to listen to the usage models is the same reason the vendors will. It is the buyers, it's the end users saying this is what we want.
The objective is to say to the cloud service providers, within 6 months, we want your roadmap for how you're going to get there.
And that's going to be the thing that helps them, win that business.
We as BMW, we can use the outcome of these usage models there. It's what we need in our company.
Internally at NAB, we have these items built into our business requirements.
Well, Terramark, we're already back at our shop beginning to map our product roadmap.
I encourage everybody to drive these use cases with us together.
Isn't it about time we got on with doing that?
I'm actually more excited today than I was in the beginning.